The Roman Empire seemed unbeatable at its peak. One of the largest empires the world had ever seen, it fended off all of its military foes. It built a complex administrative state that ruled regions from Egypt to Spain to England and as far east as modern-day Iraq. At its height, it seemed like it would rule forever. And today, it's a distant memory. Why did the Roman Empire ultimately fall? Did it meet an enemy too powerful to fend off? Was it undone by an internal conflict? Or did it simply stretch itself too thin? The answer isn't any one of those, and the empire's downfall happened over hundreds of years. To find the truth of the Roman Empire's fall, we have to go back to how it became an empire in the first place, because initially it was a republic with far less territory. The republic had taken over from the previously flawed monarchy, but the people seemed to be calling out for a more unified government. One man was more than willing to answer that call: Julius Caesar, the man appointed perpetual dictator of Rome in the mid-1st century BCE. He started consolidating power, becoming a popular and effective ruler who won many military campaigns, and many of his rivals realized he had no intention of giving up his newfound power. The elites of Rome assassinated him, setting off one of the biggest political crises in Roman history. Civil wars kicked off as many people sought to claim power, and in the end, the wars saw Octavian, the adopted son of Caesar, take power. He continued his father's legacy, conquering nearby territories including Egypt, ending that country's Hellenistic era. Soon, he was more powerful than his father ever was, and the Roman Senate responded accordingly. They granted him the title of Augustus, allowing him to rule in perpetuity, and soon no one would dare challenge his power. The plotters who feared Caesar's role as dictator had accidentally created the rise of Rome's first emperor, and he wouldn't be the last. From then, Rome would not only become another monarchy ruled by a series of hereditary leaders, both good and bad, but it would develop hunger for conquest that would envelop a large part of Europe and parts of Asia and Africa. While Italy would continue to serve as the center of the empire, other territories would be organized into provinces, each administered by a local governor with drastically different approaches to leadership. The empire would soon be so large that it would be impossible for one leader to maintain full control over every territory, which meant the provinces would still maintain some level of autonomy, as long as they paid their taxes and didn't cause any problems that would arouse the ire of the emperor.